Okay, hello and welcome to this special interview. With me is Jetty. Jetty is a major partner in the rubber industry of Liberia. We are attending a two-day national conference on rubber. Jetty, welcome to Spoon TV.
Thank you.
You are attending a rubber conference here in Banga, Bon County. What's your impression?
I'm really very happy, and it's a very good initiative by RDFI, RPEL, and it was initiated by Minister of Agriculture. So I'm very grateful. This is the first time, since I've joined the sector, they are having this kind of national rubber conference.
What's your own contribution to the discussion here? You were given the stage to make some remark. What did you tell the people?
No, my remarks was as one of the processors that what I have done. I briefed the sector that I have come to this rubber has been growing in Liberia since 1900, and if you look at the rubber sector in 1900 when we started growing in Liberia, that in 1962 we were exporting 41,000 metric tons of rubber. Last year we exported 2023, we exported 115,000 metric tons of rubber. But look at Abidjan, Ivory Coast, comparative to Liberia, which in 1962 exported, I think, around 62 tons of rubber. But today, last year, they exported 1.6 million tons of rubber. What wrong has gone into it? And I urge all the sectors, all the players that boost employment.
Right.
And the processors, they will make sure they process it and bring what you call foreign exchange back into the country. It also increases the GDP of Liberia.
Right.
So if you want to improve, you want to give more employment to the youth, you should go into agriculture, plant rubber. Of course, it's a lengthy process, but this is the only way to get maximum employment. Go back to soil. You can do any kind of plantation, whether it's rubber, pineapple, any kind of fruit, you can go into plantation. But that is the only way to get maximum employment.
Since you joined the sector, you have been making a lot of promises, and we can see the roadmap you are laying out for the rubber sector. You talk about producing tire, you talk about in the next short distance future you'll be producing hand gloves, surgical gloves, and all of that. What's got you involved in the rubber sector?
You see, my aim of Liberia, Liberia is my second home. I always say I'm an Indian by passport, Liberian by heart. My aim was to do something unique, and I am going to make in a very short span of time. I'm not going to give you a time limit because funding is a major issue.
Right.
And now I have the what you call latex, which is required to make rubber gloves. And in a very short span of time, I'm going to start building the construction of the factory that will produce the gloves. That will be the first item made in Liberia out of rubber. The second one will be the tire, what I'm talking about.
Wow. I just got to know here that if you don't export rubber and you get manufacturing plant here, you'll be employing more people, and the GDP, the economy of the country will boom. The economy.
That's correct.
Right.
Because if you export any raw material from any country, whether you do semi-finish or do you final finish, that is up to the country. Like in Ivory Coast, what I learned today, they have 40 factories. In next 1 year, they will be having 45 processing plants. Liberia has only 6. If you look at that way, how much foreign exchange earnings they are getting out of 45 factories. When they do that, the foreign exchange comes through the banking sector, GDP improves. People get more employment, more taxes are paid. So there's a lot of benefit when you export any processed product. Moreover, when you export any raw material from any country, you are exporting the jobs of that country outside to that country. So it has to be decided by the government and by the people, whether they want jobs here or they want jobs overseas. It's up to them. Like Ivory Coast, they were talking here because we have a delegation from Ivory Coast. They were saying the government has enacted laws that they will not export unprocessed rubber. So it's up to the government.
My fear here is, how will you sell the surgical gloves, the market? Have you done the market study, or you intend to sell outside Liberia when you produce tire, even, for example?
It will be both for the local sales and for the export market. Because West Africa region, you just take Mano River Union, it's a very big market. You can ship anything and finish within Mano River. You don't finish Mano River, you can go out of Mano River Union. You can go to ECOWAS. There's a lot of trade benefits of doing trade within the sub-region.
Right. Is there anything else you want to add on before I take leave of you?
Very much, and I'm delighted to be part of this in Bangabong County, the central region of Liberia, and I'm very, very delighted that this thing is happening. And maybe next one they should do somewhere else, maybe in Nimba,
right? Because
Nimba is a rubber belt of Liberia also.
Thank you so much, Jetty. Thank you. He's Jetty. He's been here attending the national conference on rubber. And my name is Haji Masale. I say thanks so much for watching Spoon TV.